Hey guys, Doug here from Critical Hit Terrain, here with another terrain video. Today we're going to be making rock formations, the ones that you saw in the introduction. Now, most people, when you ask them how to make rocks, they'll direct you immediately to polystyrene. It's a blue or pink insulation foam. You can carve with it. A lot of miniature scenery is made with it, but not everybody has access to it. And so I wanted to give a tutorial of just some simple, good-looking rocks that are made instead of polystyrene with tree bark, right here. So what we're going to do is essentially turn these tree barks into rocks. And you need different tree bark based on the scale of your models, make something that looks right. So essentially what we need today is we have our tree bark. We also need a primer for spray paint. I recommend a flat black. We need two paints. We're going to need gray and white. This is to make our detail on the rock face, to bring out some of that natural texture. And our paint brushes, as well as your choice as for adhesive. I prefer Mod Podge. I just like it. But you can use darn near anything as long as it'll hold the wood together. So what we're going to do, first step, is we're going to take our pieces of tree bark that we got and put them into our formation, and then we're going to base coat them. So I'll see you after that. Alright everybody, we're back after having primed our piece of tree bark. I just sprayed it black everywhere, nothing special about it. What I'm going to do now is start getting the gray out and start doing some general highlights. We're going to start thick with the gray and then ease up into a white to get some of this nice rich detail. So what I'm going to do is take a picture at each stage, and I'm going to post those up for you, and then I'll come back to you when we have our finished product ready for the board. And we're back. Now let's take a look at our finished product. I did add some grass and mushrooms on the side for some extra detail. I chose the colors for those mushrooms, kind of the light blue. This is going to be part of a Retribution army for War Machine, part of their terrain. And you'll notice it is still very jagged, which kind of betrays what you made it from. And for some terrains that's alright. Like I do think Retribution would have lots of cliff edges, things like that. And that's fine for some. You would prefer something a little more straight edge. I will be doing another tutorial later on with polystyrene, the foam. But all in all, I think this is fantastic. If you're just starting, you don't want to make that investment, just go out for a walk in the park and grab some tree bark. With a little bit of paint, a little bit of time, it turns out to be a great piece of terrain. It blocks line of sight, you can walk over it, get some shooting advantages depending on your game system. And for being very simple and didn't cost much in time, it turned out to be a great piece of terrain. So stay tuned for more terrain tutorials from Critical Hit Terrain. I'm Doug, and I'll see you next time.